Alright. I think we should be live. Should say not hosting here in a second. Don't know what's up with Twitch or if it's just me. But like I can't there's just like a loading like a little spinny loading wheel where I usually update the stream title. So I mean I guess the stream title still works for today, so good thing I'm not playing modern, because I don't know why, I just can't change the stream title. But anyway, hello everybody. We're going to be playing some more Legacy today, regardless of the fact that it's Wednesday, which is technically like the modern day usually on this channel. I usually play something like Black White Eldrazi Taxes, but I really want to get some more Legacy reps in, just because I have this big tournament coming up this Saturday, the 40 Duels tournament in St. Louis. I'm very excited for it, and I want to get some more practice in, especially with these cards that I'm not certain about. The Crusading Knight and the Hallowed Spirit Keeper and all that nonsense. So I want to get more reps. So we're just going to keep playing Legacy. I'll play Legacy today, I'll play Legacy Friday. This is just kind of a bunch of Legacy content, trying to prep for this. Anyhow, alright, well, looks like stream title just not going to be changed. Cool. Let's play some Magic, folks. Yeah, this was yesterday. We lost to Eldrazi and then Tess after having a really good start. All right, let's get going. What up, Army? It is I, the dude on the internet. Opponent is Math Guy with pi after it, 3.1415. Most is good luck, have fun. This hand kind of blows. 2 equipment. Like, turn 2 Thalia is really good. On the play, though, just 2 lanes is risky with 2/3 drops and having 2 equipment here. I think we can get a lot better 6s than this. There's a chance that this is supposed to be keep, just banking on turn 2 Thalia carrying me, but before he's on like Belcher. Good luck, have fun. Belch you. I think this is a mulligan. Math Guy, so he's on Affinity. I guess Storm would be like a math deck too. Hardened Scales Affinity is like the math deck of modern. Anyway, this hand kind of sucks. This hand also sucks. Gotta hate this hand a lot more, especially on the play. We get like 2 looks at a land. No one says good luck, have fun when they're on a fair deck. I have not kept track of that. That'd be like an interesting statistic to note. I think we're gonna just have to keep 6 though. Like we might be able to get a better 5. This is a solid 5. We can find another land. Yeah, solid. Hopefully they're on Storm and they just like Thoughtseize me turn 1. Tron is the opposite of math. I won't disagree there. 1 + 1 + 1 = 7. Alright, so it could be combo, could be miracles, could even be check. Although check probably isn't inclined to play Misty. Although they play like any blue fetch after Delta. Whatever. Doesn't change my line, we're just slamming this Thalia in all scenarios. The only way we don't slam Thalia there is if my opponent goes like land Aether Vial or land Mother of Runes. I only say good luck, have fun if I have Nash Worlds drawn. Alright, so Stoneblade it looks like. Did not add another land is rough. Luckily we have Thalia to try to like brick wall my opponent attempting to Stoneforge me. The Nightmare scenario is obviously 3rd land drop, True Name, 4th land drop, GTA, and then we're just dead, but them's the breaks. Alright, the Nightmare scenario, great. So we've probably lost. Unless my opponent doesn't have land number 4, I think we just lose the game. Can't really do anything. Just put in sword, hope my opponent like proactively uses the GTA counters. I'm instructed to list US by 3 months, so yeah, it's my 3 months. Thanks for the 3-month resubscription, Army. Oh yeah, you did get the 3-month sub badge. So yeah, I think we're just dead here, but if they don't have a 4th land, there's a chance we get to live. But my opponent has 6 cards in hand, so unlikely. Yep. Just activate Stoneforge, put in GTA, equip GTA, game over. We tried. Both teams tried hard, but these are the hands that you're just like never gonna beat this hand game 1 against Stoneblade. What's the 3-month bed? Thraben's Standard Bearer. You know they do. You can pull a land and have 2 opportunities equipped. Like even if we equip, we're still losing, right? That's the issue. Like okay, we might be able to get a connection if we draw the 4th land, but then like, how are we still beating this GTA? We need to draw like Phyrexian Revoker to have any sort of chance. And then they need to like not kill it with the 5 cards remaining in their hand. Well, we did draw the 4th land, so we could attempt to You're not beating it with that. I mean, yeah, I'm a realist. We are not beating it, regardless of my various attitudes. We could also like make a Batter Skull here, like just like play second Stoneforge. Go get Batter Skull, put in Batter Skull, but then again we're just super dying to this GTA. I think I'd rather force them to kill the Stoneforge, though. It gets all the GTA counters off. I think we're equipping. We're, like, clearing the Stoneforge out of the way. Yep. Alright, so we're still dead, but we're trying. They can still draw a Revoker and then have it not get killed by a Swords to Plowshares. They could, like, not have a Plow for this Thalia, maybe. Start by attacking. Alright. This seems like we're actually getting somewhere. Are we not dead? My opponent has 6 cards in their hand. I think I'm just going to Flicker Wisp their GTA, force them to use the counter. Oh, they ping Flicker Wisp, gain 2 life. Then they're out of range of the sword. I mean, they're going to be out of range of the sword because they're going to gain a bunch of life anyway. But my other options are land drop, Stoneforge plus GTA, which isn't good. I think I just want to keep this GTA from being able to kill my Thalia. So I know people mentioned that it should have been White House. Oh, geez. If this deck had True Night Nemesis, that would be absurd. Force bitching force. So now my opponent can... The issue now is that my opponent can, like, kill my stuff in combat. Oh, wow. Just double force. Alright, well... There was, like, a brief moment of hope in my head, but now I think we're just dead. feel like they wanted to, like, kill the Thalia, the extra mana there. Like, we could attack with your name, kill off the Thalia, sorcery speed. Not sure if that's worth for them. So I can force them to use 3 counters, and then equip it to this Stoneforge, maybe? Because the issue before was that we only had Thalia as our only other threat, so if I attack, my opponent uses 3 counters to kill, I can't play Thalia and equip, because my opponent can just kill it again. But if we attack and force the GT pips, I suppose I probably should play Karakas first. I don't know if I was going to use it, but because we also have second Thalia, so it's not like a huge deal. I suppose we should play Thalia before like all of this, but oh well. Could play GT there instead. Maybe it's better than playing Thalia. I like trying to like disrupt my opponent's mana still. Like, can force them to use a counter if they want to take it off the board. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna snap off that block. Oh, they have a plow. Alright, yeah, we're dead. I mean, we tried really hard to win this. But just not meant to be, I suppose. Technically, we could still do something. Not really. Like, play Batter Skull. They get 4 counters on the GT. We don't have the mana to like equip the Batter Skull after that too. And nothing. Tapped out. F6ing. Snap Plow. Ugh. Is that lethal? Get a 13. Oh, Snap Plow the Mom. Is that lethal? They got like Jace bounces Germ. I wasn't done the way I thought it was. I thought my opponent's like 6-card hand was way better than just like 2 Force of Wills and a bunch of cards to pitch. Like, it was 3 Force of Wills because they pitched a Force to a Force and then pitched a Verdict to a Force. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I actually have to block here. My opponent gets to use 2 GJ counters to take the Germ down, which is horrible for me. But if I don't block, then I just die to pumping True Name. If you're like Flicker Wisp, then we're probably still dead. I even gain less life the way they did it too. Now they have lethal with just the GT. They're throwing Batter Skull, sure, why not? Alright. We have 6 mana. Recruit Flicker Wisp, play Flicker Wisp on GT is the only way to, like, not die on board. This thing hits me for 3. They get GT counters again.
Wait,
I guess.
What?
What? What are you whatting? Weird. You could, like, recruit, Revoker? Chump block the... No, because then they ping off the recruiter in response to the Revoker. We have this Plow. I'm gonna like spend a bunch of time tanking on this decision, and then we're probably still dead. But like, because we can like Plow a Germ to save a bunch of face, or Plow Snapcaster preferably, so we can try to lethal them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana, so we can recruit Revoker, revoke GT. Response, they kill the recruiter. We can then... Oh no, then they're just gonna equip Batter Skull to a True Name and kill me. So yeah, we're fucked regardless. Health Spear Keeper isn't gonna do anything because we're just like dead on board to the true name. Yeah. I mean, we could like revoke and have them not see the line, I think. Is our line. Have them not see the line of equip Batterskull to true name. Oh shit, Ballista's actually like a little bit close. I don't know, they can gain a bunch of life. Wow, they just let it resolve. I guess they just don't care. Was GT. Alright. Oh no, they just immediately see the line. Dang. Well, we tried. I guess we're not, like, dead, right? We can, like, plow our own thing. Then if we draw a land, we can equip Batterskull and Sword to my Revoker? No, that we don't want to attack the gain 7. If we draw a land, though, we might actually be able to do something. We can Holy crap! Oh man! We did it! We did it, chat! We won the unwinnable! That was awesome. Played your outs. I was very negative about the outcome of that match or that game, and we actually got there. There's not a lot of games where you beat turn 2 Stoneforge, turn 3 True Name, turn 4 Play Equip GT. That is a very infrequent win. I think Palace Jailer is terrible against True Name decks. We don't have a lot to board against Stoneblade. Like Relic Order and Judgments. Maybe Palace Jailer have to stay in just because like plows and stuff are worse. And Recruiter's good. I was very negative about that, but we got there. It's amazing. Chalice. I don't know if I like Chalice against like the Stoneforge True Name deck. They do have like cantrips and plows. Like my plows, they definitely suck. I have like a lot of cards that suck is the issue. So we have just a pile of cards I don't really want in this matchup. Even like Recruiters are okay, or not Recruiters, Crusaders. If we have 6 cards, I could, like, board in the Chalices, but those make my moms worse. I'm not a huge fan of Chalice. They have a lot of options of non-1-drops in this matchup. Like, my opponent I guess they cast Plow and Ponder in that game, but, like, they're gonna still beat me with Stoneforges and True Names. It's like boarding in, like, my opinion on boarding in Chalice against Grixis. It's like, they just have so much other things to do than cast 1-mana spells. It's not like Miracles, where they're just turbo cantrip. There's a chance I'm just going to board out all 4 plows and leave in these, like, clunky idiots. Yeah, I just don't know how I feel about boarding in the Chalices over, like, some bad clunkers. We can't also, like, kill a True Name, so Jailer isn't the worst, because this does turn out like a control matchup a fair bit of the time. They do have Supreme Verdict, too, so Hallowed Spearkeeper can do something. They had a main deck one they pitched to the Force of Will. I think I'll run this 60. So Thalia's not even that strong against Stoneblade, but like we have like Sword of Fire Knight's Crusader. Yeah, I also hate Jailer against the True Name deck, but I don't know if I like have a better card I want to have in the deck, and because I don't know if Chalice is like a card I want in the deck. I think this hand's good enough. I'll just draw a Vial on turn 1. Come on, Aether Vial. Meh. Can I ask your opponent? Oh, I could ask my opponent the thoughts on Chalice after the round. That's fair. I could. I don't like interacting with other people. Interacting with people is hard. Council's Judgment's a great draw. I think we're just gonna jam a Thalia. This could easily run into a Plow, but just gonna run it out here. They don't have Stoneforge, so that's a good sign. They don't have anything. That's also a good sign, I suppose. They should have like turn 3 True Name. Alright, well we can beat that. We have this Council's Judgment. If we finagle ourselves into a position where they don't counter it, like they don't have mana to counter it or something. I think I'm just gonna run out Crusader here. I'd like to run out Sword, but obviously Thalia attacks. But if they tap low this turn, or tap out, yeah, sure. Oh, they're gonna vote for my Thalia. So now they can force my Council's Judgment. But if they do, then the turn after I can like play equip Sword, try to bash them. I think this turn is just Council's Judgmenting. I only have 3 cards in hand. Yep. Like Jace minus would be bad. If they Jace minus, I could like Prelate on one to try to keep some board position that they can't plow away. And then I could suit it up with a Sword of Fire Nice to try to take the Jace off the field. Aw, rude. Thalia. I almost like Thalia Port, but I think I want to get this Sword into play, so just Thalia plus Sword. This does tap me out of this Caracas, so I can't protect the Thalia. We have other threats going on. And if they let me untap, the Caracas just defends the Thalia. So I can like pretty easily just equip this. This feels like it's just a Source of Plowshares, but if it is, they should have just used it, unless they really value me using up 2 mana here. Because I do have this Caracas, I can just pick it up. Oh, they're disenchanting. Okay, that's fair. I think I'm just going to Stoneforge now. Leave up Caracas. I don't want to play into a Supreme Verdict or something. Some card my opponent could easily have. They've been stuck on 4 mana. This Thalia in play. Could port them instead, but I think I just need to devote more to the board. So we're just going to grab Batterskull. We have enough mana to just equip it to things, too. GJ is just not very good in this matchup. Yeah, it is a chance of bummer, for sure. Sword of Fire Nice is one of your best cards here, but you took down 1 True Name. We're in a position where, like, a Wrath isn't that good against us. We have an answer to an equipment. We can always even Prelate on 4 to stop Jace and Verdict. Their own Stoneforge, sure. Reveals Batter Skull, sure. Ballista's not bad. I think I'm just gonna put in the Batter Skull and port them, though. The port doesn't really do anything besides force them to activate the Stoneforge now. Containment Priest, alright, that's not very good here. Weaponizes my Flicker Wisps if I draw one. So sure. This just forces the Batter Skull right now. Or lets them use a mana, make them use a mana. It's gonna get bad if my opponent already has the GT, because I was not playing around this Containment Priest, but this is fine. I can always just like block it with the Batter Skull to get the one trigger, but I get to kill their Priest. Get rid of this Batter Skull. So if I attack into a Swords of Plowshares, I'd have to like pick up my own Thalia. I don't really care about that much. Could have like ported to make sure the coast is clear, but I think my opponent would have cast a Swords of Plowshares by now. If they're getting low enough, this this Ballista can sneak lethal. Yeah, these Container Priests aren't very good. If I draw a land, we can sneak in, like, Ballista on 3, kill them. Perfect. A taxed vial against 2 Container Priests. Ironically, GT would be amazing. Sorry. GT would be, like, really good here. I think we're just gonna make the same attack as last turn. Yeah, if there's, like, Swords my guy. That's fine. If they want to trade Batter Skulls, that's fine. If they want to block the Thalia, we just pick it up and they don't gain in life. You should check out the Discord feature. It's a Blood Moon playmat we get for registering it. Oh, okay. Oh, has the Blood Moon playmat? Okay. Give me 1 second. So this resolves. We can't do anything about it, so we let them block. Yep, they block like that. Oh, they're just dead. Got him. Drew the Ballista. We got the sneaky burst damage from Death and Taxes. Whew. Sick. Playmat art was too. I saw that it was Blood Moon. I didn't know if I saw the art. Let me see. What's going on with the Discord? Oh yeah, I think I saw these. It was the Chaos Orb and Blood Moon. They don't look bad. I like the ones that I got 2015 or whatever a lot better. It was Rashadenport, so maybe it's a little bit biased, but... Seems sweet. Also, we won that match. That was good. That was a enjoyable match there. Oops, it's the wrong data. Blue, white, stone blade. Not the weird Delver blade variant. Didn't know which Blood Moon art. Oh, okay, yeah, like old shitty Blood Moon art, or slightly better one. I always think about breaking out the Rashad and Port playmat, but or like getting some sort of like custom Death and Taxes-y playmat. I don't know how much I like to scream from the high heavens that I'm playing Death and Taxes to my opponent. The dark is nice, is it? Isn't the Dark Blood Moon like just really ugly? The Dark Blood Moon. Isn't it just like a really shitty looking like moon? Most of it's because it's not as bad as I thought it was. It is really not good. But it's like not the worst. The new one just looks like a better version of the old one though. Well, I'm playing out when I played Legacy and D&T League. Playing out when you play Secreted Modern. Ooh, it sounds good. No Blood Moon is that brightly red. I mean, it's a Blood Moon powerful enough to turn all non-basic lands into mountains. It's probably some sort of magical Blood Moon. Savannah, oh boy. Maverick? Savannah pass on a 7. His card hand is a little bit strange. Which cards am I happiest throwing into like a wasteland? Probably my own wasteland? I almost just want to wasteland as Savannah actually, but I think developing this vial is really good. Could also, yeah, 4-color loam was my other thought. Yep, 4-color loam. I guess that makes the Savannah pass makes more sense. We dodged a Mox Diamond hand, which is great, because the Mox Diamond hands are the horrifying ones. Makes me scared for keeping this hand, though, because we have a bunch of non-basics in the face of the Wasteland deck. Opponent's just loaming here. Chalice on one. Oh, goodbye, Plow. I think I'm just going to jam this Thalia anyway. Because we have the backup Thalia, too. The other option is, like, Wasteland them. But I have no evidence that they're, like, missing land drops or anything. I could also port them, but Thalia achieves a similar effect to porting them. Like, P-Fire my thing. Untap. You can still cast the Plow, make him remember the Chalice. We're just jamming Thalia. Next turn we can have, like, Val and 2 Val and a Thalia with Caracas backup, if they, like, P-Fire this one down. Can also just, like, jam a Knight. Only a 3-3 right now, but our Plow is turned off. We could then eventually recruit a Wisp to get rid of this Chalice, Plow the Knight. This feels like a Fire of the Punishing variety. Man, I really want to Wasteland Port them this turn, and just, like, Wasteland Port Violent Thalia. Kind of, like, don't hate that. We drew another port, so... They can't actually, like, take off the Thalia, because they'll only have the 2 mana open. I'm gonna put in Thalia now, so they can't, like, Abrupt Decay my Vial in response. All the removal pre-boarded at 2 mana anyway, so... Tap their green here, so they can't, hopefully, loam. They only have, like, 2 loams in the deck, but... Recruit for Jailer. Ooh, that sounds pretty good, actually. If they, like, play a dude. Like that one. Down to recruit for Jailer. Jailer, this Robert here. Can't play Mystic though if I want to port them this turn. I'm not sure I do. We'd also just recruit. No, if we recruit Wisp and then cast Wisp on recruit, or cast Wisp on like the Chalice or something, we still can't plow. Oh shit! I'm gonna fit. All right, later army. You could also Valen Recruiter, cast Wisp, Wisp Recruiter, go get thing after that. I think I like the surprise factor more. It's just a question of do I want to Rashad and Port or do I want to play Stoneforge Mystic? I think I want to play Stoneforge Mystic, leave up this Caracas still. Because my opponent has 3 mana now, so they can just cast a removal spell in response. So Port's not as good. We're going to go get sort of Fire and Ice, so we can start trying to play through this Punishing Fire. Later. Waking up early kind of sucks. Tell me about it. Flips a Scrubland. So yeah, our mana now playing is not really working out, but it didn't really cost us a whole lot. We did get it by that turn. Oh, that's annoying. This is actually really obnoxious. There's still a ways off of Threshold for the Pit. We'd also recruit Prelate, now that we have the Sword. Prelate on 2+ Sword is pretty good. Could even play an Equipment. I might actually recruit Prelate here. Depending on if they get to Threshold this turn somehow. Because we could just put in Recruiter, untap, play Prelate on 2, equip it with Sword. Vindicate my Stoneforge. Alright, well, that plan's kind of out the window. My Stoneforge has been vindicated, I guess. Wow, there's no respect for the Flicker Wisp. Oh shit, we just get to kill this Dark Confidant? Fuck yeah. What is this attack? Now I kind of want to just go get a Prelate because this Recruiter's just dying, so I won't have a Jailer target anymore. Although my opponent's getting towards Cabal Pit, they'll have 6, and we won't have the mana to play and equip this Sword by the time I could just recruit another Recruiter and just keep waiting. I don't hate that plan, honestly. I'm gonna grab another Recruiter. Just fucking eat this Dark Confidant for opponent just threw it off of a cliff, sure. I'll take that. We're going to spend our turn casting this Sword of Fire and Ice. Trying to set up for our Prelate turn. They're 1 card away from Threshold, so like this plan might be a little bit clunky. You can always like port down the Pit and then Violin Prelate and then equip it with Sword. Yeah. I mean, Jailer's still fine. I just like have an innate fear of Palace Jailer. Like if I had gone Jailer and my opponent like slams at Knight this turn, then it's pretty bad news. I could have like Decay for my Sword, which would be like this Knight. Now I might actually go get. Now I might like just backtrack and go get the Palace Jailer just to kill this Knight. They do have Cabal Pit open right now, notably. I think it's Jailer time. So how do I want to play this? I could equip the sword now, force them to use the Cabal Pit, and then Violin Jailer, equip that. If they kill the Jailer, I don't care. I don't get a Flicker Wisp it later, but I take their Knight off the table. I do have to be wary of, like, Dryad Arbor Fetch. If they don't use this Cabal Pit, we're just going to equip it and see what happens. If they don't kill this, we're just going to Jailer the... Yeah, we're just going to Jailer the Knight. Attack with Recruiter. We have port up for a Dryad Arbor if that's what they want. If they, like, somehow take the Jailer off the table, too. Get that guy. Opponent possibly reading Palace Jailer. Gimme. Gimme. We attack. They like gonna cast a spell here? They could like Abrupt Decay something? The sword? They could like Cabal Pit the Jailer thinking they're gonna get their knight back. Deal. Opponent doesn't know how Palace Jailer works. Nice, more Thalios. I guess we're gonna just name Liliana of the Veil with this. Just because that'd be kind of annoying for us to deal with. Liliana of the Veil. Alright, GT is not bad. Gives like more creatures that I can protect from punishing fires. I think my opponent's pretty hosed though. Finally play that scrub land. Yeah, they just concede. Alright, cool. Alright, good plan. Good plan. So Fairy definitely sucks, and Surgical's questionable. Do you want Relic Order in this matchup? Like, Mox Diamond, Sylvan Library. Let's bring in the yeses first. Then cut the nose. I think Thalia just kind of sucks in this matchup. Hallowed Spirit Keeper is surprisingly decent. They do board in Swords to Plowshares a lot, but when they don't, like they're like Punching Fire and Abrupt Decaying all your stuff. Hallowed Spirit Keeper can definitely be a house. Like the maybes are... Hey, Rest in Peace is good. Maybes are like these three. Let's figure out what sucks first. We still have to cut 5 cards. Alright, later Dark View. Have a good one. Ballista seems okay. You can Ballista down Bobs and such. I've got like a GTA and a Stoneforge. I don't hate that. Still have 3 cards. I just like don't even think I'm bringing these in. Surgical is like definitely the maybe-est of the sideboard options, but I think 2 reps are enough. You can fight your way through Punishing Fires. They're not as much of a dedicated Punishing Fire deck as many of the other. I guess the only other Punishing Fire deck being lands. They only have like 2 Loams, and they don't have crop rotations and stuff to find their groves as easy. What's am I cutting? Shave Wisps, maybe? Shaver. They have a lot of Planeswalkers. Revoker seems okay. I don't like Shaving Wisp. I don't like Shaving like any of these cards. I guess we might just like go down on these Moms. Mom is less good post board when they have their neg one hate cards. We already cut all of our Thalias. Oh, sick. Deal. Seems very good. Got a lot of good cards. I wonder if my opponent's playing Assassin's Trophy. We didn't see any Abrupt Decays, so... We have removal spells for Knights. We have removal spells for Planeswalkers. We have Rest in Peace for Loams and Fires. We have a singular threat. I'm probably not casting this Rip until I can take something with it. My opponent has a lot of cards that can take it off the table. Like various Golgari Charms, Abrupt Decay, whatever's. Ooh, never mind. We're just gonna we're definitely just pinging this Ballista, or pinging this Bob. I'll happily trade my 2-drop for your 2-drop. Man, alright, I gotta pat that one, I guess. Could Council's Judgment Day, but that seems really dangerous. How much do I hate wastelanding them? I kind of hate it a lot, because I'm just going to give them their basic forest here. They're going to untap with 4 mana. So I think I'd rather play Rest in Peace, maybe? This is like a good turn to play Rest in Peace. I was just talking about how I don't want to put it into play until I have something to take with it. But at this point, I think I just like want to have this extra mana. My opponent's probably going to play something I need to Council's Judgment next turn, so I might not be able to like fit it in a window. Well, maybe that's wrong. I have a lot of mana. Yeah, I don't hate just like not casting this Rip yet. Wouldn't be so good if we had like a Revoker. They slam their 4-mana Planeswalker. Oh, they Decay the Vial. Sure. We have plenty of... We have plenty of mana. It's not a big deal. Also, notably, Decays, so probably not trophies. Not that there's a big difference, except for Decay is better against us. Specifically here. Not a great draw. But my opponent doesn't seem to have anything either. It looks like we're just in parity. My opponent kept double Bob Decay trying to find stuff. Again, I don't think I'm ripping yet. My opponent could easily have more Decays, Golgari Charms, and stuff. They're just gonna P-Fire me. Alright. We had like Wasteland. Maybe I should have like played Wasteland. Prevent them from doing that. Cycle Thicket. Thicket's annoying because now if they have a Loam, it's hard to Rest in Peace it away. This way, if they like Punishing Fire me, we can Wasteland the Grove in response and see if we can get them. Yeah, this just prevents them from the slow Punishing Fire burn. Oh, never mind. All right. We are both sitting here awkwardly. Now I think I might play the Rip just so my opponent's not Punishing Fire me in the face a bunch. Just like exile some graveyards. It's not the right time to do that, because now this gets exiled. I don't know if that's a big deal, but sure. I might just take down a Grove right now while it gets exiled. I don't hate that plan. Gives them less ability to punishing fire me out of this game. I hope they cast punishing fire here. That would be a very bad misplay. So opponent can now slowly start to kill me, but I mean, we have a sword in play, so we can try to finagle a way that we can get the sword on a guy. I shouldn't have 6. They could play a threat. We need to plow. Conserve mana. Untap, draw Batter's Skull. Oh man. Immediately find Loam. And they have a new cycle land too. That was one of the reasons I played Rip that turn, because like we can no longer hit Loam because they have that cycle land. And they just find cycle land and find Loam, which is unfortunate. Ooh, Recruiter's a good one. Time to recruit Prelate. Prelate plus Sword is pretty good. Especially because they have both Loam and Hallowed Spiritkeeper Rip is kind of a nombo, I just realized. Maybe that's worth cutting just because we board in Rips in this matchup. Equip. They're just gonna P-Fire it down, but forces them to Punishing Fire it. Instead of possibly cycling the Baron more, dredging Loam and stuff. Now, the issue here is that we're pretty soft to a Liliana of the Veil. It's one of the only cards I'm concerned about at this stage. We have a lot of answers to a lot of other stuff, but unless we can find a creature to go with this Prelate, then my opponent can Liliana the Veil it away, and then we're pretty bad off. But they would need to have it in like that one turn win, or maybe more than one turn if we don't draw a creature. But like if they untap and play one now, we just judgment it. Put it. Yeah, there we go. We have nothing else to do with our mana there. I guess like leaving up Plow might have been better, but oh, they milled it Lily. Nice. Feel really good about this Prelate now. They could also Vindicate this, notably. We saw Vindicate, but they haven't found white mana yet. Cycle. Wait, they're just drawing an actual card? Huh. I guess they could Wasteland me. If they want to try to prevent me from equipping Prelate this turn. And then try to find the Cabal Pit. Oh, they pitched the Wasteland, sure. I don't think they could land. They could actually like cycle Baron more. I don't know. Whatever. We're just gonna jam Prelate equip it. Not a lot else we're doing. Yeah, definitely not a lot else we're doing. We are just attempting to go in and hoping it works. Now they have white mana as well for their Vindicate if they have one, but it might just. They could also have a Plow, I guess. That's not something I thought about, but this deck definitely like boards out Chalices, boards in Plows. So I might actually like Council's Judgment this Mox Diamond next turn, if they don't kill my Prelate by then, just to try to take them off of white. We'll see how this how these turns go. Oh no, they just have to Plow. Wait, Vindicate Knight. Alright, cool. I could beat a Knight. Can beat a Knight pretty easily, actually. Well, we're not Council Judgmenting the Mox Diamond anymore. 2 knights. Alright, well, Council Judgment one of the knights, plow the other. Wish I could cast the Revoker too. Still kind of worried about a Liliana of the Veil, but... Plow a knight. Council's Judgment a knight. If we draw a land would be nice. Now we can play the Revoker. Probably just on Liliana of the Veil anyway. I'd like to keep this Council Judgment in my hand. I guess like Last Hope might be annoying because they could ping off the Revoker, but then we kill it. I think we're just gonna name Veil. Could also just name Mox Diamond. My opponent has infinity lands in play already. Cards we're trying to dodge are like Swords of Plowshares, Vindicate. And we're not gonna play around those. Better than just trying to kill our opponent. That's unfortunate. Just immediately have the plow. Now we're back to super awkward parity, but the parity favors my opponent because they have a Punishing Fire. We need like a 3 toughness guy, which I don't even know is in our deck. I'm going to sandbag this Plains for the Liliana case. Their clock is very slow, though, like the Punishing Fire clock that's going on. Milled Lily Vindicate Knight. Alright. So Palace Jailer would probably actually be a good draw here. I suppose Batterskull would be a decent draw. They could always Punishing Fire, buy back Punishing Fire it, but we can like just keep playing it. Wow, they're milling a lot of good cards. Flawless targets for Council's Judgment. Yeah, they can wasteland my Caracas. You got me. I don't know why I'm not F6'd. I'm gonna draw a lot of cards. Life from the Lone Baron more. I don't know where it's gonna go. Eventually they're gonna like P-Fire me down, just find more Groves? Can't fit this Crusader. And there's a chance if we find like a port or something in the future, we can try to maneuver in a way that we can play around a Punishing Fire, but no point in like just trying to Punishing Fire equip here, because it's definitely gonna die. So there's a chance we could try to like double creature, but that would require a lot of mana. Double creature plus double equip. Mox Diamond, sure. We do also get to see a good amount of their deck this game, even if we don't win. I suppose Cataclysm might be a decent... No, Cataclysm wouldn't be great. It'd keep Grove plus Mox Diamond. Is only one fairy in the side enough against Rammer. We also have a Surgical Extraction, so... Along with like the rest of pieces, obviously, those are just significantly slower. But you also just have a bunch of removal, like plows and paths and stuff. They don't always turn on the Grizzlebrand, even though it kind of feels like it. So if they turn on something that's significantly less scary than Grizzlebrand, you have a lot of answers for it. So this would be 8 mana to like play, equip. My opponent can only Punishing Fire me here once, because they can't buy one bag with Grove, but that's all they only need to. So Again, just like not playing anything. One is like not respecting me drawing surgical, which I'm not sure if that's right. Like lone player. Oh, they have 2 punching fires. Alright, interesting. It's good to know. Oh, they found another grove. Alright. They might get there with just P-firing me to death. Oh, they have Ghost Quarter? Sort of like Ghost Quarter locking me slowly. They don't have Exploration, so that plan's gonna take a while. In the meantime, we could find something like Batter Skull, force them to have to Punishing Fire it a bunch. This is the thing I have to kill. Another Knight. Casting Loam again. Yeah, sure. We'll play 1 land now. They keep like tapping this Dryad Arbor instead of just attacking me for 1, which I don't know if that's correct. It feels very incorrect. Because like 1 mana deal me 1, whereas Punching Fire is like 2 mana deal you 1. Gonna P-fire me again. I feel like they want to play around Surgical now, because if they just like fired off P-fire here, they get like demolished by Surgical. They're just trying actual cards. I think they realize that they might deck if they keep loaming. They just like Punishing Fire me in the draw stone. Sure. Infinite Mox Diamonds. Quit making me do stuff on your turn. I just want to have 6. Alright, so my opponent has like effectively 900 mana. They can like buy back double Punishing Fire and cast double Punishing Fire. I'm 1 mana off of like play equip if they fuck up some capacity, and then they're probably like sitting on some secondary answer at this point. They have 4 cards in hand plus these Punishing Fires, so we're probably pretty dead here. There's also a chance I shouldn't be playing lands to just cast Cataclysm, but I don't even think Cataclysm would do it. Keep Grove plus Diamond and just loam back a bunch of stuff. Getting close to that lethal. Probably in the next couple of turns. Might just play Crusaders and Moms is like gain 1 life. They just like give up on the Ghost Quarter plan. There's all in on the Punishing Fire face plan. I think we're dead, but this might actually be a chance to like sneak in the double equip. I think we're just dead regardless because we're at 8. My opponent can just like Punishing Fire me down to 6, untap, Punishing Fire me down to 4, buy back 2 Punishing Fires, and kill me, but that's probably why they tap so low, because they just don't care at this point. They also might just like have another answer, like another plow or something. My question is, do I Stoneforge equip here? It gets me Batter Skull, and I need to gain life before I just die to these P-Fires. But I think it's already too late anyway. I don't think my decision matters here. Batter Skull's just going to be too slow anyway. They inconspicuously have 1 white mana up. Yeah, they just have another plow. So what I assumed. So we get a good look at most of their deck here. We get to see... Oh geez, even more of their cards, because they just like Dredged Loam. I'm seeing over 2/3 of their deck, and it's like 2 Lilies, 2 Plows, 2 Golgari Charms, right? Yeah, 2 Golgari Charms, 2 Abrupt Decays. So they're not on Assassin's Trophy. Notable. I might just like screenshot this, so we have like a good feel for all the stuff they have. They have a Rex Sage, and 2 Golgari Charms, and 2 Decays. That is a lot. Opponent also has like flagrant disregard for search goals, so maybe I actually just bring it in. They just have not been playing around it the whole game. So I have 6, 7 mana, so I can actually... Again, don't think this matters. I think I'm just looking at lethal here. We can, like... do that. They can double Punishing Fire it down if they think that's more worth it than just killing me. Apparently, so sure, why not? Because I wasn't factoring in like the life gain off these grows, so I'd like might not be exactly lethal, so it's more worth it than not. I'm not good at like Punishing Fire math, but I think we could have been dead by now. Not 100% on that. Opponent should probably just like not be tapping Dryad Arbor over. Oh wait, they're hitting me, so it means that they do have lethal. They're not hitting the Stoneforge, but they just tap the Arbor. I don't know. Is this last Punishing Fire going to be it? The Stoneforge? Or they have like another removal spell for the Stoneforge then? Yeah, we're going to hope they don't. This feels like they have another removal spell for my Stoneforge Mystic, which makes me not want to equip the Batter Skull. They do have 7 cards in hand. I mean, it doesn't matter. My plan is like they fucked up. is my line. Like that's just my entire line here, that they fucked up and don't have a decay for the Stoneforge. Oh, like that. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted, actually. Cool. I don't know what their plan was. I don't think it's working. I think they just fucked up real bad. I think they meant to, like, leave up a red mana there, but just start with punishing firing the Stoneforge, so you don't fuck up that colossally. Green Sun for 3? Do they even have it on the Rec Sage? This could just be a Knight, but you can Council Judgment that pretty easy. It is a big Knight. Oh, it's not even as big as the Stoneforge, actually. You can, like, Wasteland this Dryad Arbor, Council Judgment the Knight, go for lethal, depending on how this turn plays out. Good plan. Respect the Moxie. This is the Caracas, right? Yeah. That's fine. I like your Moxie, kid. Just going for the face. Thought they had the decay for a second, and they were just, like, giving me that shred of hope. Because if they had decay there, I think we still just lose. Even though they, like, fucked up so badly. Alright, cool. Alright, the lesson from today's league, I guess, is play to your outs. Even if your outs are your opponent, like, really, really messing up. Played to our outs in our match 1. Play to our outs in our match 2. Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, today's lesson, folks. I don't know much else to say about that game in particular, other than that we were 100 we were like 100% dead to rights that match, but my opponent just managed to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. That sand kind of sucks. This sand also kind of sucks. I wonder if this is, like, better than a 5. Probably not. This Thalia and 4-lander is already pretty miserable. I think I'd rather go to 5 in the face of my opponent keeping a 7. This hand, I mean, none of these hands are good. This hand sucks also, but not going past 5, especially this hand does have a Vial, so. There are decks that this hand beats. Just not a lot of them. Opponent with Bloodstained Miner, pass. I assume, like, Grixis could be red-black Reanimator. Looking more like red-black now. Yeah. Oh, him. Nope. Just actual. I think I'm just gonna Wasteland these Badlands. Just lean into this Vial super hard. Ooh, yeah, definitely Wastelanding these Badlands now. They did take my Palace Jailer, but at least they took the GTA and, like, not my other creature. Alright, it's just Grixis, the weird, like, mana situation going on. Alright. If they go land pass, I might not even put in the Mother of Runes. Just, they can, like, K command my Vial and the Mom. I think they're inclined to, like, Shatter in my upkeep. Oh, wait, nope. They're gonna hit me, alright. A lot of Hymn to Turok on my Mold to 5. Generally not a sign of a game you're going to win. Draw like Recruiter would be nice. Alright, sure. Actually, I'm not even sure if I play this. Just leave it in my hand to soak up K commands and stuff. If I put out a K command, they would have cast it here, though. Play it for now. There's a chance we might actually take a Vial up to 4 at some point. Which will be nice to have, like, Vials on 4/3/2. Or if one of my Vials gets K commanded in future turns, we'll be able to reestablish. Obviously, just, like, getting double hymned and drawing 3 Aether Vials on my Mold to 5. Not the best position, but if I've learned one thing this league, it's play to your outs. I'll leave these on 3/2/1 though. Like, I don't think it's worth ticking up to miss a Vial on 2 or 3 here. Because there's only one 4-drop in my main deck. I am going to sandbag this land for the K command reason. Maybe that's wrong. Because they could, like, him it, and if we draw Stoneforge, we really want second land in play. And we have these Vials, like, draw step K commands aren't as good against me. Oh, wait, why did I take that before? My Jailer's in the yard. Oh, that was dumb. Kind of forgot about that one. I think I'm going to play land now. And this Vial just does nothing. It does put the Fear of God in my opponent that, like, I have second Jailer. That's not good. My opponent hasn't done anything. I assume their hand is just filled with Fatal Pushes. Like, I don't know what cards Grixis isn't casting here and not making land drops. But, okay. We'd rather these be on 3/3/2, so if we draw, like, a Recruiter of the Guard. Yeah, that's Vial on 4. It's dumb. Please shatter it. Don't shatter the Vial on 3, please. We discard the sword. I'm killing the one on 2. Weird. Weird choice. Go, Ballista! I shouldn't have 6. My opponent could easily just have a Fatal Push. I want to deal them that 1 damage that I should so rightly deserve. We're gonna, like, like draw a 3-drop and get super punished for having this Vial on 4, but nope, just draw more bad cards. Sure. We're gonna like find a Jace. I assume they have Jace. I guess they're missing like second blue. But what are all the other cards in my opponent's hand? Man, this Vial on 4 is just gonna like punish the shit out of me. If I lose this game because I have a Vial on 4, like we had a chance of winning the Mold of 5 double Hymn to Turok, I'd be real bummed out. Mash the F5. I want to plow the Strix. Could be like a hand of Force Wills, maybe? I'm just plowing the Strix right now. We're just going to play out lands now because we want to cast our 3-drops, since we have a useless Vial in play. No Jays. Alright, getting somewhere. This is probably getting forced. Yeah, this is just getting hard cast forced. If we had this Vial on 3, we would be in such a good position. Actually, we could go get, like, Spirit Keeper with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish creatures. Fuck. I'm gonna lose this game because I took this Vial up to 4. Lose this game Mold of 5 against Grixis. I'm gonna keep this land. Sandbag against K-Command. I'm like jumping back and forth on the decision a bunch, and it's kind of... What is my opponent's deck? How do they have 5 cards in hand and just have actual nothing to cast? Fuck it. Play this Prelate. Put it on like 1, 2, I don't care. 3. Guess I'll put it on 1. Maybe like Snap Diabolic Edict it still, but we just need like cast creatures in our hand. Let's fucking put it on 1. Snap Edict. Gets the Edict out of the yard, notably, if they do have that. Hit my planes. Yeah, I'm attacking. If they had a snap, they would have snapcastered 900 turns ago. Or not. Oh, Vendilion Click. Yeah, sure. I feel like they also would have Vendilion Clicked 900 turns ago. But okay. I'd have just drawn it. They're targeting themselves. Sure. Reveals Thoughtseize. Trade. Sure. Thalia. Man. The way this game is going, I think we would have actually won it had we had that Vial on 3. It's like really infuriating. It's not over yet, but it feels pretty over. Snapcaster Mage. Snap Kolgon's command. Just bolt. Alright, sure. Whatever. Opponent secretly just playing Winconless Grixis. Didn't I auto-yield this? Always yield. Always no. Oh, at least we can Wisp it now. If this resolves. Opponent could have more Force of Wills at this point. Sure. They find Jace. Strix. Gurmag. Snap. Snap K command, shadow the file, make me discard the last card. Makes sense. Man, I think we actually honestly would have won this match had we not, like, stupidly ticked that file up to 4. Just, go recruit that, whatever that stupid spirit guy is. Might still just draw it naturally, but odds are looking slimmer and slimmer. Yep. Sure. Now did they Jace? I finally found a Jace. Alright, now we're dead. Took them long enough. Literally to dig through 33 cards in their deck before they found something that could kill me. That is actually amazing. Yeah, it's really annoying that we actually could have, like, won this game. We need them to bottom a card and then draw a Revoker, and then also they have no removal. This is a Gurmag now, finally. Fuck. Man, that is a bummer. Could have definitely stolen this game on a multi 5 against double him to Turok. Alright, yeah, I'm over this. Yeah, taking that Vial to Forge is dumb. Even with the one Jailer in our deck, I think we just, like, leave the Vial on 3 until we actually find it. Because if I drew a Recruiter, I think I'm just recruiting for something like Spirit Keeper or Crusader or Flicker Wisps or more Recruiters anyway. And then we cut... What did I cut in this matchup? Plows and Revokers, pretty easy swap. Yeah, looks fine. It's good to know for practice, at least. That, like, don't do dumb shit. Those are mistakes that, like, you deeply regret, and they kind of haunt you. So hopefully I'll remember that next time I'm considering taking a Vial up to 4. I'm probably just gonna slam the Stoneforge. Yep, definitely just slamming Stoneforge Mystic here. Gonna get Sword of Fire and Ice. It's like the most useful against Baleful Strix and such. And my opponent's probably gonna kill the Stoneforge. Get out of there, cat. No, come here. You're not allowed in there. They bolted it? Sure. If they him me, putting in Mom. If they Strix, putting in Mom. Luckily, like, all of our cards are pretty good here. I would love to keep the Recruiter, which means that I'm definitely not going to keep the Recruiter. Ooh, nice. Ooh. I dig that. Don't do it, cat. She keeps wanting to jump up on the table. So we have Caracas plus Thalia. We also have Mom. Active Mom. A lot of good things going on here. They, like, marsh casualties me. Stop it, kitty. Strix is fine. I think I'm supposed to Wasteland here. Probably off of blue. Could go get... I have 2 creatures in the yard. I wonder if Hallowed Spirit Keeper is worth it. I have 3 if I attack this recruiter. I could also get, like, the Knight, but I'm concerned about, like, a Toxic Deluge-esque effect. Could actually just protect it with Flicker Wisp now because I'm taking this out to 4 to play it. I think I'm just going to grab Hallowed Spirit Keeper. Ow, cat. Alright, get off. Get out of here, cat. So we're going to attack with this recruiter. If they want to trade, sure, because we have a Spirit Keeper. Ooh, we also have Crusader. It does turn off my ability to Flicker Wisp it, but I don't think that's what this game is about. This game has quickly become about these other cards in my hand. If they like just Deluge here, we can put in Wisp, or put in Spirit Keeper. Spirit Keeper for like a shit ton. TNN. It's actually super obnoxious, isn't it? Was not expecting True Name Nemesis. So we can actually explode into 1, 2, 3, 4 1/1s. Gets wrecked by Marsh Casualties, though. Our sword's already gone. We're like a million mana off of... Hey, cat, stop that. My cat is being extremely obnoxious. Cat, don't make me get up. You little punk. Stop that. Dang cat. I'm gonna put in Spirit Keeper here. Actually, maybe I put in Crusader and just start getting in for 4 with the mom. Because we have like the Flicker Wisp to counter a removal spell. I think I'm going to also play second mom here. I want to try to have my opponent, like, Marsh Casualties. I mean, they do know about the Spirit Keeper, so they're less inclined to just fire off the Marsh Casualties willy-nilly. I think they're trying to block it, but they can't. You know, it doesn't say, like, Pro Blue on this card. So if they try to take Crusader off the table with just targeted removal, we can Flicker Wisp save it, like a Bolt. What's this? Like a Jace? A K command? What are they gonna snipe? None of their targets are particularly good. I'm just gonna probably save the Mom if they like Mom plus Shatter. If Mom plus discard, it gets a little bit more annoying. Okay, Mom plus Shatter. I think we're just chucking the Vial off the cliff. Saving a Mom. I'm playing into, like, kicked Deluge pretty hard. Hopefully we can draw a land and play out our Spirit Keeper so we don't die to that. Do you get to attack him for like 7, possibly 9 if we want? Shoot. Not a good draw. They have 3 cards in hand. What's the worst case for me? Land kicked marsh casualties is the worst case. So I think I just want to put them to as low as possible, which just involves pro-bluing Thalia and Crusader. Shields are like down, but they need a Wrath to kill me anyway, and these moms aren't good against a Wrath. So I think I'm just like pro-bluing up my team and getting in. Just deal them as much damage as possible. They have kicked marsh casualties again. Very bad for me, but if we draw a land and play Spirit Keeper, then we're like still in a position to do something. Sick, we just got him. Alright, I think that's all. My opponent does have the True Name side we're playing, which is really obnoxious, because that card is very good at blocking. Despite how it looked there, it was just really, really bad, but it's not always bad. But I tutored for Howl's Spirit Keeper and just like never put it into play, so that was something. There's a chance I should have put it into play over the Crusader that one turn. Like the turn I put in Crusader. Yeesh, this hand just blows. I mean, we have Howl's Spirit Keeper, but we also have 3 Thalias. And I put a mulligan to 6, so I feel a lot more comfortable mulliganing. This hand also blows is the issue. Can I do better on a 5 than this? Probably. Like, 5s with Aether Vial are going to be pretty strong. This hand's like 2 lands, not even guaranteed to cast these cards. This GTA is really bad. In my opener? Ah, fuck. So die on a 4. We're just going to go land Aether Vial. My opponent's just going to him away all my cards. This isn't him mana. Oh, hope. Please, Brainstorm lock. Keep a 1-land Brainstorm hand. Brainstorm lock. Never Brainstorm lock. They always find the fetch land. I could use a second land. Or not. Like, 3rd land, K-Command my Vial. Lose game. Yep. What am I discarding? Oh, this is a him? Thank God. Don't have to decide what I'm discarding, I suppose. Yaz, thanks for the 6-month resub. Appreciate the support. Alright, so we're just stone dead here. My bunch like casts Jace. We die. Second him. Alright. Gonna put Mystic into play and also tutor Jite, hopefully discarding the Jite. Because there's a chance I'm supposed to tutor Batterskull just so like one of the cards in my hand is relevant. Yeah, we'll go for it. Of course, we'll just keep the Jite. Oh, nice, we got the Wisp. The best card to keep considering we're on a fucking 1-lander. I think I'm just attacking into the Strix. Gotta make my Flicker Wisp better. Or they take it. Deal. I feel like jam Jace here. We can flicker the Baleful out of the way. Which is not great, obviously, because they get to draw a card, but if they don't hit a land here to leave up like a push. Hopefully they cast something. Oh, nice, they cast Ponder. Now I can actually kill this Jace. So I'm playing 2 to 3 Tombsman. I've been noticing a ridiculous distance against Grixis. Really? Like, ridiculous? I imagine it's, like, super substantial. I guess, like, Recruiter's really good in the matchup. Turn 2 Recruiter's pretty strong. But a lot of the cards I like in this matchup are double white. Alright. We get to kill a Jace at least. They get to draw a card, but we get to kill a Jace. Too bad we can't draw Wasteland Strangler in this format. Flicker the Jace. Eat the Strix. Jace, deck face. I wonder if I'm supposed to Wasteland. We have what? We have like no other. We have Batterskull left in the deck. I don't hate Wastelanding. Probably Wastelanding like these bad lands. Recruiter double. Oh, yeah, turn 3, you can like play plus equip stuff. Like a vial. I don't know if I like it enough. Like obviously, I'm just thinking about it in theory. It's definitely something like worth looking into. But I have kind of disliked Ancient Tomb in these variations for a while, but it's still worth trying out. I mean, it's probably fine against stuff like Miracles too, just because the life loss doesn't matter. You can turn 1 your Chalices and stuff. Oh wow, they're Fate Sealing it? I guess I am Hellbent, but I have 6. I'm Hellbent. We need them to bottom the card, and then we need to draw, like, Hallowed Spirit Keeper. Man, it sucks because I just punted game 1. Oh, they just left it? Really? I didn't take the vial before. Wow. Outplayed. Now they, like, snap him in after I... I guess I'll attack Jace like that. I'm gonna leave the Wisp. Wow. Alright. I mean, I guess that means they have... It's like K-Command, discard Crusading Knight, and kill Wisp. Just absolutely demolish me. Have I tested? I haven't played with Ancient Tomb in the deck for a long time. I tried it out when I was like, I tested out like some weird main deck Chalice D&T variant. It's a Liliana. That doesn't... Alright, well, I'm gonna take this Valve to 4, I guess. Grim Lava Man. Oh no, that can almost kill a Crusading Knight, I suppose. Tried the main deck Grimmer. I don't think you can afford that. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Like, the biggest risk with Ancient Doom has always been... Oh yeah, I shouldn't have played that. I was thinking that I would bait the Lavamancer activation, but I just forgot they had a Liliana in play. Now we just get wrecked by K-Command still. Or they just have Edict. Like, that's why they let me keep this in the first place. It's like Diabolic Edict to me. So the risk of Ancient Doom has always been the Wasteland decks. I've been realizing they shouldn't cast something. Come on, cast a spell. Dang it. Cast a spell. I don't want to get this Crusading Knight K-commanded. I just, like, not put it into play here. Yeah, fuck it. They have K-command. We die. They have Edict, we also die. They have Snapcaster, we even die. They get like Snap Block plus Lava Man it. Hey, we successfully played around Snapcaster plus Lava Man activation. They have a Strix in the grave they could buy back. Don't really know which one of these I want to attack. It doesn't matter, I think my opponent's just gonna block it, but they're both terrifying. I guess Mind Sculptor is like slightly more terrifying. Yeah, we need the Lily, I think. They might just take it and have like a red source to set up for try to snap plus. Nope, they're just gonna block. Sure. Nope. Okay. So yeah, they're setting up for having a red source to Lava Man plus snap it this turn. So we want to draw Palace Jailer. He's a Wasteland deck. Feels more like more wastelandable lands. What they want to waste the thought is the progress or better. It's not just a wasteland, right? Sorry, I keep like half finishing my thought, but I keep like thinking that we somehow have a chance in this game, even though we definitely don't. Yeah, now they have red source will snap to prevent me. No, they can't fetch a mountain though. I guess do they have? They probably have a second Volk, right? I've only killed one Volk. They can fetch a Volk, so they don't pump my Crusader up to a 5/5. They can also like double block it. Needle, sure. Jailer here would definitely let me like do something, not something good, but something. Oh nope, 5/5. Oh, they should have True Name, sure. Yeah, that's pretty good against Crusading Knight. Can't even draw Council Judgment. Alright, I might just concede here. We're just like in the ground. Man, fucked up game one really bad though. Just punted game one for no reason. This matchup does feel like I don't know if it's just like playing against worse players online than the one time we did testing, but that matchup does not feel unwinnable by any stretch, by like any margin. Hallowed Spirit Keeper is a really good card against them. There's a chance if we had Hallowed Spirit Keeper instead of the Crusading Knight, we would have actually just been able to kill them. There's an argument for playing another Hallowed Spirit Keeper instead of the Crusading Knight. What happened in game one? I just like ticked the file up to 4 thinking that I could draw Palace Jailer, and then I had forgotten the Palace Jailer got him on turn 2, and then it ended up being super relevant that we just didn't have any like 3s. We had a bunch of 3s that we couldn't vial in, and I cast a Recruiter, and it got forced, and it's like, oh, well, I could have vialed in that Recruiter and found Hallowed Spirit Keeper game 1, which is like exactly what the plan is against Grixis game 1, is to just like cheese wins with that. Grixis Control has finally dethroned Death and Taxes as the deck I have played against most. We won game 2, lost games 1 and 3. It's been a much longer league. I guess we like ran down the clock super hard against 4-color Loam, and then we just played against Grixis, so. But anyway, back to my thoughts on Ancient Tomb, is that it's not just the Wasteland decks, it's just the life loss is a big deal. And so what are you cutting for the Ancient Tombs? Are you cutting white sources? Are you cutting like colorless sources? So you're cutting white sources, then you're screwing up the mana more because like your white cards become a lot worse. You just have like less consistency. You're worse against the Blood Moon decks, much worse against back to basic versus Miracles. So maybe I do hate it versus Miracles. You can't see the point of Ballista. Ballista is just like a really good card in fair matchups, especially the Mirror. It's insane in the Mirror. And it's like it has utility in a lot of the other fair matchups, which is kind of what is prevailing over the meta right now. Like against Miracles, you can surprise, get those last points of damage in. Against Grixis, you can ping off Strixes and stuff. It's a good mana sink late game if you're just sitting on like 6 or 8 lands or whatever. Mirror is insane against like most mana dork decks. It's really good. It's bad against combo decks, but combo decks are like a super all-time low right now, which is the plan behind Walking Ballista. Cut 2 planes, 13 white sources. Well, it's not the best, but we have second vial. I don't think I would have kept this hand without second vial. Better than Crusader. I mean, no, it's not better than Mirror Crusader against Grixis, but it's better in other matchups than Mirror Crusader. Like, I want Ballista more than I want Crusader, probably usually against Miracles, definitely in the Mirror. Like, it's more vastly applicable towards the overarching, like, field of Modern than something like Mirror Crusader is like a very narrow card. We would be playing a lot less if Grixis wasn't as big. Alright, well, no lands isn't great, but my guess is Miracles. What do they pitch this force? Snapcaster? Yeah. I guess it'd be Miracles. Sometimes they play like a singleton white fetching land in this deck. Cat white. Nope, stop messing with that. God, this cat is the worst. Not Miracles. Esper? They like fucking cast a Lingering Souls? Oh wow, that's rude. Hey, we did it. I'm gonna guess Esper Stoneblade. I don't think there are a lot of other Esper decks in the format. Can you stop? Get your cat. Can't do anything besides play a Stoneforge Mystic. Sure. I think I want sort of Fire and Ice. Obviously, we're like extremely mana tight, but maybe I should have gone with Batterskull. I thought it was that many cards in hand. They tried Tombs because the games I thought it'd be bad. Yeah, I want to try. I definitely like would be willing to try out Tomb, but like not anytime soon. There's just not enough time to be testing it for definitely the tournament this weekend, obviously. And wow, just Esper Charm draw 2. All right, and like probably not worth testing for Eternal Weekend just because there's like no way I can get the amount of reps in where that's worth it. It's definitely an idea worth considering. It's definitely not an idea I'm writing off. Yeah, like if we just had Batterskull here, it'd actually be pretty sick. Instead we have this like super dopey sort of Fire and Ice. Yeah, I think I should have like definitely grabbed Batterskull. Holy crap, these cats are being super obnoxious today. I don't know why. Draw 4th land next turn, we can like... I'm gonna just drew cards and then didn't shuffle off their ponder, so I think I want to devote more to the board. But I also want to be, like, mana efficient, so I don't want to just... I gotta recruit something, but what am I even recruiting? Hopefully draw land 4, play an equipped sword or something. Or have the option to. We already have a wisp, so I'm probably not recruiting that. Recruit jailer. Just recruit a wisp anyway. Probably not the worst. When it's on mono basics. Recruit. Crusader doesn't seem good against my opponent's Source of Plowshares deck. I'm gonna grab more wisps. To listen to Moxall. Yeah, Moxall knows his stuff. We have like I have a chat with him and a couple other people that I like to chat about like D&T things without having to deal with some of the other people in the Discord. What the? Just Esper Miracles? Alright, sure. Should have grabbed another recruiter, I guess. What the fuck is this deck? Terminus, Esper Charm, Baleful Strix? Counter? Alright, sure, why not? Man, if we draw a land there. Do I slam a 3? I think we're just slamming a 2, hoping to hit batter. This is just like blind flip get me. Scrub land, deal. I'm gonna plow this Strix while we can. While we know there's a scrub land on the top of my opponent's deck. Are they playing Animal? I don't fucking know. Opponent could be playing anything. They're playing Esper Charm and Legacy. Nothing would surprise me out of my opponent's deck at this point. I would have to read Animal, but... Hello, cat. Are you done being super obnoxious? No? That's what I thought. Jam Wisp, I guess. How many 3s could they possibly have in their deck? Preordain, sure. That's like the Planeswalker, like +2, like draw like Tiny Brainstorm or something. I don't fucking know. Dang commander cards. Just type like exclamation point card and Aminat. How do you even fucking pronounce that? I got nothing. This Jace? Yeah, sure, why not? They don't know the top card of their library currently. I think we're just jamming Batterskull here. My opponent can like down tick the Jace again, but then we can cast a Wisp and flicker the Batterskull to present 2 threats. We can't double spell this turn anyway, so just needs to hit Force of Will to counter this. God. Some games were not meant to be won. Oh, wow. Plus isn't even card advantage on this card. It's to just draw a card, put a card back. It's like actual like 3-outer in their deck. Just like snap off the Force easy. They probably put a 3 on top now. Oh, they don't have a 3 on top. Deal. Might be able to like Wisp and flicker out their Jace for the whole turn. Oh no, they're gonna snap Brainstorm to set up the counter. Well, so they'd be Esper, because they get to play Esper Charm and Vindicate, obviously. Great cards in the Miracles shell. What does this card even do? Exile another target permanent you own and then return to the battlefield. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Hopefully this is a Desperation Brainstorm and not an I have a 3-drop in my hand Brainstorm. I feel like it's the reveal. Lingering Souls. See? They're just like a Lingering Souls Baleful Strix Terminus deck. That would make sense, right? Those are all just like cards that would be in my opponent's deck. Just gonna kill this. Ban from Miri's Gal sounds terrible, I'm not gonna lie. It's like arguably worse than Soothsaying. So I imagine they're just gonna like float that Lingering Souls until the end of time. I think we're just gonna jam Jailer on the Strix. Unless they Souls here. Yeah, I guess Souls into Souls is also a valid option. Souls into leave up 2 mana is kind of scary. Yeah. I kind of hate Palace Jailer against my opponent's Baleful Strix Lingering Souls deck. Second Lingering Souls time? Oh, nice. Just a Snapcaster Mage. And just kill a Spirit. It's an opening to resolve Plow here, but it's also an opening to resolve Sword. I think the Sword is more relevant to put into play. They do have a. They just like have a snap floating, so they can just snap Plow my Wisp, and it's not a big deal. Or even snap Vindicate my Sword. But if like next turn we can finagle a way that we can like Plow a thing and Jailer the other thing. Alright, so they don't... Man, this game would be going, like, phenomenally better if they didn't just, like, blind flip that force. Blind flips are probably, like, the worst feeling in Legacy. And before, like, main deck Zealous Persecution. Yeah, sure, Diabolic Edict. This deck doesn't make any sense. I'm just gonna lay that one out on the table. I just don't understand my opponent's deck in the slightest. Like, why have all of these cards? Like, why these cards? Why do you want these ones, opponent? Trying to figure out like what were they like a Miracles player, but they really didn't like their Grixis matchup, maybe? So they decided to like play black for Lingering Souls, and then also like Esper Charm, Vindicate, Diabolic Edict. I mean, to be fair, Miracles would probably play something stupid like Esper Charm if they could. Just like instant speed draw twos. It's like I'm just gonna play those tricks right now. Liliana the Last Hope in my opponent's deck? Sure, why not? I'm just very confused as to like what decisions led my opponent down the line of like playing this deck. It also just refuses to cast all of their Lingering Souls. Oh, maybe not. There we go. Yeah, double black for Liliana, sure. They have 8 lands in play, and we could almost take them off of casting a Lily with a Wasteland. Like, I don't know. This deck just seems really not good. Not gonna lie to you, opponent. Your deck seems not the best. Before, like, second Jace on top. Oh, they're just gonna force that, sure. Alright, I haven't enough of this game. We were dead a while ago. I'm trying to figure out, like, what... So my baseline assumption is, like, my opponent's a Miracles player, and they just really wanted to be Grixis? So they just, like, shoved a bunch of Lingering Souls in their deck? It seems like there are better options than that. Because, like, I always try to approach, like, deck building or, like deck decisions as, what problem am I solving? Because if you're playing a deck like that, you're playing a deck that's, like, not too many degrees off of Miracles. You're even playing Terminus for some reason in your Miracles Baleful Strix deck. I don't even know if I want Chalice as much. But I have, like Lingering Souls, Baleful Strix, Vindicate, Jace, Lily. Like, is Chalice even good? They still do have cantrips and Swords of Plowshares, but... Yeah, step 1, these guys. Step 2, probably Rest in Peace at this point, Snapcaster and Lingering Souls. Which also probably means cutting my Spirit Keeper. This Cataclysm is probably just, like, the actual nuts against my opponent. Just cut all these plows. Get my opponents on Monastery Mentor, although... Only one rip? I've never really been a fan of, like, that specific tactic of, like, oh, one rip's good, two's not good. There's a chance we draw both of them. There's also a chance my opponent kills one of them. GJ's fine to cut or fine to keep in. They do have a lot of X1s. Especially because my opponent can actually kill a rip. They have Esper Charm that destroys an enchantment, I think. Probably. Crusaders are pretty bad against a lot of their deck. Although they have, like, Strixes. I kind of hate Prelate. My opponent's removal is very variable. I wouldn't be surprised if my opponent has Zealous Persecution in the deck, so maybe I'm supposed to actually, like, shave down on stuff like Mom. Zealous Persecution makes sense in a Lingering Souls deck. Bring my Crusading Knight, get him. I don't even know what I'm doing. I tend to lose a lot of focus when I'm, like, testing against decks that's like, oh, well, there's probably a 0% chance there's going to be a single person in the room on this deck on Saturday. Like, I'm going to type in Esper Miracles question mark on my spreadsheet, and it's going to have 1 in the matches column, and it's going to stay like that until the end of time. We just, like, snap keep a hand with Cataclysm. Also vile. You're gonna, like, Thoughtseize me? Dread of Night. Alright, sure. So the answer is, like, why not cut all your creatures? Second rip isn't terrible. Second rip's terrible if I also have the first... If I have the first rip, and they don't kill it, and then I draw the second rip. And then, like, we have a lot of other tools in the matchup. Turning off stuff like Lingering Souls and Snapcaster seems very important, so why not double the chance that you can draw the first one? Dread of Night, huh? Kind of really disliking the D&T matchup, I guess. Also means no mentors, so... Setting up Souls important? I mean, yes. 1/1s are surprising. Like, 4 1/1s are very good against Death and Taxes. I don't think I want to jam like Sword here. I think I'm just trying to set up this Cataclysm, in all honesty. Probably just manages to fit a lot of basics in there. Liliana of the Veil, or Liliana of the Last Hope deck. Meh. Guess we'll name Liliana of the Last Hope, because that's kind of scary. Any tips to get better at Magic? Just in general, or are you looking for like a specific format? Jace. In general, I'd say just like watch other people. Like streamers are. Also, thank you for the follow, Jace. In general, like watch other if you find a deck that you like, watch streamers that play the deck often. Like learn from people that are better than you is a big thing. Also practice, obviously, but sometimes practice is hard to do, like too consistently. Infect. So yeah, like go just consume a bunch of Infect content. Go watch like matches with people playing Infect. I think I'm gonna Stoneforge plus Port here. Also, like, vaguely scared of Terminus, I guess. Probably not. So, Modern Infect? Yeah. So, practice when you can. Essentially, watch other people that like play the deck a lot. Read about it. I'm sure there are plenty of articles written about Modern Infect. But, like, nothing's better than practicing. But, I mean, watching people is the next best thing, right? People that, like, talk through their lines and stuff. Wow, double Dread Knight. Opponent really hates the white creatures. We need to kill one of these Dread Knights with this Cataclysm. Also, our hand is, like, pretty decent against Dread. Flick the Wisp. Sure. Ballista for 1 plus Port. Ballista for 2. I'm also scared of Jace coming down on this board. I think I like just Ballista for 1 plus Port. Just keep threats going. My opponent's representing Source of Plowshares here, so. Yeah. Back to basics. Yeah, kind of figured that was in my opponent's deck. Might actually flicker with my land to try to set up this Cataclysm. And it's probably better to play Sword first. If my opponent doesn't have an answer to this Phyrexian Revoker, we just get him. We don't just like draw another land and Cataclysm anyway. Also, I'd love it if my opponent like played a Jace first. Thalia, huh? I mean, guess we just replay Revoker, right? Name Jace this time. Snap, disenchant. Oh, they have a Plowshare. Oh yeah, I was thinking about playing Thalia that turn. That seems really bad against double Dread of Night. Yeah, we're just gonna jam Flicker West on tap a land. Get this chase off the board. If they force one of those Cataclysm, probably hosed, but such is life. Fetch Underground? Is that all their basics? I just like playing a 4 basic land back to basics deck. It's like counterbalance. Search. Alright. Alright, fuck it. Oh, come on. Don't force this. They're probably keeping Dread of Night, but that kills the back to basics and the search. Lets us, I mean, we're still pretty dead if they keep a Dread of Night. Because, like, our entire hand is uncastable. Just keep a land and a sword. I imagine they're just like on Underground, Dread of Night, Snap, or basic land, Dread of Night, Snap. Maybe they keep Search to try to hit land drops. That would be nice. Because it flips. Nope. They're just going to keep the Dread. Got a lot of time to draw out of, like, this Dread of Night with my opponent having nothing. Two lands away from Jailoring a Snapcaster Mage. You also find, like, land plus Council's Judgment. Just find, like, another Revoker or some nonsense. That works. Oh yeah, they have Dread of Night in their deck. They have Dread of Night in their Souls deck. That seems really bad. All right. Oh, I will agree that Red Beast is really bad if my opponent is playing Dread of Night in their Lingering Souls deck. I wasn't expecting that next level of like bad bad deck building. I will probably be cutting my Rest in Pieces. Just all of them post-board. Nice. Just jailer the crap out of the Snapcaster. Yeah, they force it. We're still just one land away from Batter Skulling them now. Still have like 6 turns. Oh, Stoneforge works. Equipping is more relevant than porting here. Yeah, they're just going to concede. Sick. We actually won that game. All right. We're just going to cut all the rips now. Charles players cut like 3 Goisters taxes, expecting it. The value decks now you're playing it and try to make a blank. I mean, yeah, it's hard to assess my opponent's strategy when they're playing in such an unconventional deck. For sure. We're just gonna cut these rips. Like, everyone has at least 2 Dread of Knights in their deck. We're just gonna put in, like, things that have 2 toughness. Also, Leona Relic Order actually seems good. Dread of Knight, Back to Basics, and Sorcerer's Canta. Just, like, put in things that have 2 toughness. Other than that, maybe Chalice is okay. They have like, a surprising amount of 1s. Considering the rest of their deck. They don't have, like, Disenchant and stuff. Vindicate. They don't have Souls anymore. Or if they do, they're just not, like, not good at deck assessment. I'd like to see cutting these other moms and just playing Chalices just to, like, minimize my exposure to Dread of Knight. Because my opponent has a bunch in their deck. I'm not saying Chalice is good, but I think trying to cut the number of cards that Dread of Knight is good against is a decent plan. Oh, his hand blows. Yeah, it also does, like, just up the amount of disenchant targets a bunch. Ugh, this hand also sucks. Oh, this hand's... like, the only way we're winning this is, like, drawing Cataclysm for, like, this far behind. I hope they disenchant this Aether Vial. This gotta be disenchant. Sick. Ooh. Oh no, I need to play my Aether Vial first. Almost did a dumb thing. As much as I want to play Chalice there, I feel like Aether Vial first is the good plan. Like, Vindicate my Aether Vial. Like, Esper... sure, yep. Alright, opponent. You got me. Is the duel for duels this weekend? Yep, it's a Saturday. I like just land drop slam Jace here and we're just super dead, but we're on Multi 5. Like, there's only so much we can do. Yeah, it's just Jace. I wonder if I just play Crusader to try to pressure this Jace. Just hope they don't have anything. I have a Chalice on 1, so it's, like, harder for them to answer stuff. They can still, like, snap Vindicate. No, they can't actually snap Vindicate Crusader. It's always the conservative line. It taxes them, I can break it with Caracas. They can always just bounce whatever I play. That's always probably smarter. If we draw another land, we can just, like, Crusader plus continue to leave out Caracas after that. Sword into hopefully land volume. That seems like super greedy. They have a lot of answers to Sword, right? They have a Disenchant in the yard and a bunch of Snapcasters in their deck. It's just Council's Judgment. That seems like a perfectly not greedy card. Oh yeah, just a second Disenchant. Significantly less greedy than casting actual Council's Judgment in their 900 basic land deck. Super greedy to be casting a Council's Judgment. Also greedy to, like, play the Sword there. Hey, we can Relic Ward this Dread of Knight. I think I'm just going to jam Crusader, though. It lets me try to, like, Relic Ward to lethal this thing. Obviously, they can easily just have a bunch of, bunch more stuff, but I'm not going to be able to play around everything all the time, especially on my Multi 5. Our main plan was just draw 4 lands and a Cataclysm to have a chance of winning anyway. Sure, why not? Why wouldn't you have Terminus in your Baleful Strix Lingering Souls deck? Man, if I only had one Strix. Have a plan going. Not a good plan, but a plan. I think we're just gonna run out of the sword now. I'm genuinely confused by, like, so many of my opponent's decisions. Just, like, disenchant the sword, sure. Wow. No respect, I'm just gonna ponder. Yeah, fuck it, you can have that sword. I'm just gonna draw a card with a Jace in play. My hand already has enough answers. Point where I should probably just concede and go to match 5, just to hasten things, because we're definitely... I mean, we're not dead. We definitely draw a 4th land, Cataclysm, they don't counter it. And then, like, draw another land after that, start playing 2-drops. Relic Ward, the Dread of Night, cast Athalia. Yeah, sure. Now we draw a lot more lands than 2. Yeah, we could Relic Ward the back to A6. They can just unsummon, even if they like don't have anything else to kill this. Yeah, they would just Jace unsummon, get the back to basics back, and only have 1 land to play. I can't even recast it without drawing a white source. But the Diabolic Edict works too. Alright, yeah, I'm done with this game. Let us go to round 5. Go down to the very bottom. Put Esper Miracles with a question mark. Lost in 3. We won game 2. And then never worry about it for the rest of my days. All in all, pretty good testing today. 2-0-2 decks. We lost against Grixis, but, like, definitely could have won that if I was less dumb. So learning from mistakes is important, so I don't make those mistakes in the paper world. That's why we practice. And then, like, played some nonsense. Sand sucks. Sand is not great, but definitely keepable, especially on a 6. I think I'm going to just top 3rd land. This hand goes nowhere without playing a 3rd land, so bottoming that, trying to find better cards to play is super greedy. Oh, Death Shadow, alright. Next legacy, yeah, the breakout deck of this tournament, the duel for duel, is going to be Lingering Souls Dread of Night meta. Well, we have a mom in play, which is really good, especially game 1 in this matchup. We can just recruit for, like, Mirror Crusaders and such. I'm just blown away by, like, that's their deck building decision. It's like, oh, we just cut the Rest in Peace in the rest of the matchups that aren't Grixis against, like, Death and Taxes and Miracles to port in these Dread of Nights. What could go wrong? Yeah, we're just gonna jam a Recruiter. Could get dazed, but we have redundancy. Don't really care if the daze my 1/1. Yep. Kind of surprised they didn't pick up the wait. Yeah, they picked up the UC instead of the Grave. I guess that means they don't have a Death Shadow right now. Is it big fish time? Thoughtseize, sure. Plenty of Thoughtseizable targets. Wow. Taking the Prelate. I was planning on casting that one last. I hate casting Prelate. And then my opponent just, like, plays a Gurmag Angler. Although, maybe with Mom and play to, like, block an Angler, it's not bad. I think I just want to still go try to find a Mirror Crusader more than anything. They're probably destroyed by, like, combo Force Pitch Days, sure. I mean, it's hard not to be solid, right? You're playing a bunch of cards that are good in the Legacy format, so you will win games because you're casting Brainstorms and Swords of Plowshares and Jace the Mind Sculptor. But, like, the question is, like, what problems are you solving by playing this deck over, say, something like Grixis or Miracles? How does Grixis beat? Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, oh, a Miracles player was losing too much to Grixis, I guess, and decided to play Lingering Souls in their deck, and then just, like, decided to play all these, like, really bad cards to combat. Like, the deck just has no intrinsic synergies. Like, Lingering Souls, Baleful Strix in your Terminus deck. 4 basic lands in your Back to Basics deck. With, like, very stringent color requirements. What is Back to Basics? I have no idea how the Back to Basics versus Grixis matchup is. I imagine it's, like, I want to say it's favored for Miracles, but not, like, by a huge margin either way. I imagine it's, like, pretty skill dependent. I think we can just race as the board sits currently. We're concerned about set more threats if my opponent's like a follow-up Angler or a Death Shadow or something. Oh, sweet. They just concede, I guess. Flicker was too powerful. Seems like a exceptionally early concession for my opponent, but I'll take it. So we want Paths, we want Councils, we want Crusading Knight, and then I always go back and forth on this. Cut the bad cards first. Cut all the moms. Yeah, that concession seemed astoundingly early. Not sure exactly what their battle plan was there, but I think I kind of want third Recruiter to shave a bunch of 1s. Shave double Thalia, double Wisp, all the moms. Sometimes I like bringing in Relic Order, but it's like iffy. Yeah, sounds good. Keep it. We have a Plow and other stuff. Top deck Aether Vial. Thoughtseize, sure. Got a lot of good cards in his hand, opponent. This take just is hard to predict because it definitely depends on my opponent's hand composition. Like, they might not care about the plow if their plan is to try to lily me. On standard. Are you just gonna like come in and ask that every day, Caleb? Standard's never. Standard, I'll play standard when standard looks enjoyable. And even then, it's like going to be less enjoyable than Legacy and probably even Modern. Easy. Can't Thoughtseize the top of the deck. So what am I playing next turn? They're probably, if they deploy a... Are you gonna get Arena? I actually already have Arena downloaded. I was in the closed beta. I just like never played it. Standard is just very, very boring. I have not turned it on in a long time. Probably like 900 editions behind. It was, I liked it. I like the interface. It was good. But it's just like, don't want to play. Oh, I thought they missed line draw for a second. I was excited. Guess Thali is probably the best jam here. And then we had to play standard. Hey, I could play limited. I could play like sealed and draft events on Arena, or I could just like play it in my spare time too. It's definitely not something I would stream. The big thing is that I'm into streaming because I get to like play a deck I really enjoy and talk to other people about it and discuss lines, discuss like deck choices. Like just there are a lot of things that I learn from just playing and that I also get to share with other people, and that's just not something I would get out of playing standard or limited as nearly as much, because it's just not as interesting to me, and like I don't have nearly as insightful things to say about them. What you got, opponent? That Wasteland might get. This is not Liliana the Last Hope. Ooh. Him taking my Stone Forge is a bit rude. We still have the plow, though. Ooh, a Wasteland. I think we're just going to recruit for, you want your channels to grow, place to, like if I was like at all concerned with channel growth, I would like streaming Magic's probably not the way to go. Just like channel growth is definitely like the farthest thing from my mind. I think I'm just gonna grab Crusader. My opponent doesn't have days here, but like the Knight's not even much better than Crusader right now. Like, I care about having fun. I care about, like, playing decks that I enjoy and talking to people about them. It's like, channel growth is whatever. People can come if they want to. Yeah, multi-person streams is fun. I had, like, my friend Alex, when he visited for a couple days, that was fun, just having him there. I would do drafts. Because, like, drafts are, like, a nice change of pace for, like, a lot of constructed Magic players. It's like doing cube drafts and stuff, just like doing like silly things every once in a while. That's fine to blow off steam. Just enjoy yourself. Magic is ultimately like just having fun, right? And that is a fun thing to be doing. Drunk stream, that's probably not in the cards for a good while. Maybe I shouldn't be attacking. We have a plow. What on God's earth is about to happen? Just push in response. Okay. They still need to kill a recruiter to like edict me. Yeah, Dread of Night plus land edict might get me, but otherwise we get to like Wasteland plus port, and they don't get to edict. Do you just not drink or not? Eh. I mean, like, I would enjoy it. Only play Legacy D&T, please. I mean, I do that a lot, so it's all good. I don't not drink, but just like I would do a drunk stream at some point. It sounds fun, but it also I don't know. I don't have the like a lot of the time requirements. It's like not fun to do a drunk stream. I'd have to like drink a lot if I just do like my usual 2 to 3 hour streams. So I'd have to like make more of a night of it. Like maybe that'll be like a follower goal or something, some like nonsense weekend stream. We're almost at 300 right now. 300 followers. I think we're like 298 or something. So it's a big boy. Certainly a large fellow. I think I'm just gonna plow it, keep on trucking. I got like Stoneforge for sword and just try to like one-shot my opponent. It's not... Yeah, that might actually be better. Hey, get your cat. You can't get drunk. What happened, Caleb? You used to... Do you have like some medical condition? Because you've definitely been drunk before. This is just like a Delver or Ponder. They're just super dead. You're immune. Oh, okay. We're just making a joke that you never get drunk because you've definitely been drunk a lot. Yeah, they're just dead. Sick. Death Shadow matchup remains great. All right. Record that last one. Eight, 7. Sure, Caleb, whatever you tell yourself. Caleb could guest star on my stream if he ever came to visit, but St. Louis is far away from Bloomington. Anyway, it's late. I need to give these cats some medicine before I turn in for the night. What? How many followers are we at? $298. We're 2 followers away from 300. I don't know what I'd do at 300. Probably just like another challenge stream. Like a big, long Sunday stream. Anyway, let's go find someone to host. I'll give my end of stream spiel and such. Legacy. Channel Fireball is streaming Legacy? Wow. There's Romario. Host him. Pretty easy go-to streamer. Romario Vidal. Never know like where the emphasis needs to go on that name. You just kind of throw it in the wind. Anyhow, man, what is up with Twitch? Is it just my computer that doesn't want to load, or did you just go offline or something? Hang on, before I end my stream, I need to actually like check if he's online or my Twitch desktop is just like dunking on me. He's online. Oh god, nope, that's his. He's not muted. All right. I don't know what is up with Twitch. I think I can hit the host button and see if it works. If not, I'm not gonna host anyone. We're gonna try here. Oh yeah, no, sorry, not me being offline. Kevin, I'm trying to like my Twitch just like won't load other people's streams for some reason. I was trying to host for Mario. But anyway, hit the host button, go for it, whatever. If you like the content, you want to see more, you can follow, subscribe, donate. Follow is totally free. Help you know I'm going live. Help other people find my content. All that stuff. Subscriptions get you a sweet Thalia emote and Thraben-themed subscriber badge in the chat, and donations, I'd be more than happy to play a Death and Taxes list you want to see run through a league. Just let me know. Other than that, subscribe on YouTube or follow me on Twitter. YouTube is where all of my archives go for like these streams after they're done here. So there's just a ton of more Death and Taxes content if you want to see that stuff. And Twitter is just when I post when I'm going live and other live tweeting record-related, magic record-related things, all that stuff. Anyhow, I hope this works, and I'll see you guys all Friday, I guess, because I don't stream Thursdays. Later.